Hey guys, it's Jolene. I have my July favorites for you guys today. I know it's a little late, but it's a little better late than never, correct? It's kind of what I'm thinking. So let's get started and I will show you guys what I have been loving over the course of July. Okay, so I don't have a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff, it's really not all makeup. But I'll start with the makeup first. First thing that I've been loving is the Anastasia Beverly Hills A23 brush. This is for highlighting. I love this little brush. It was expensive, but I feel like it puts on just enough highlight. I used it today. I feel like it gives just enough highlight, but it doesn't like overpower. But it's very soft. It applies it very evenly. It doesn't like disperse it like in just like one little plunk. It really disperses it out really nicely. So I've definitely been loving that. I use it every day when I do make my makeup. Another is an oldie but a goodie. I got this in I think it was one of my very first Ipsy bags, if I'm not mistaken. This is the Michelle Phan water liner, and this is in Bronze Kiss. This is what the packaging looks like. And it's just a really nice bronze kind of color. I love it. I like to use this more often than like black sometimes, because I feel like sometimes black can just be too harsh, especially like on a makeup look like today. I use that eyeliner and it gives you a little bit of something, but it doesn't overpower the rest of your look, especially if you have a more neutral kind of eye. I really like the bronze kind of eyeliners for that. The next thing is two Makeup Geek eyeshadows. The first one is in Latte. Looks like that. Get it out of the package here. I have not transferred these into my Z palette yet, which I really need to do. But it's just a very medium toned matte eyeshadow. I really love using this to deepen up my crease. It's one of those that it's dark, but it's not so dark that it's gonna look weird in your crease. Like, I'm a pretty fair person. Even with a tan, I'm still pretty fair. And if you plunk your little brush, which I use this one's dirty, but this is the Sigma Tapered Blending E35 brush. It disperses it in your crease really nicely, and it just gives a good, nice wash of color in your crease. I use that along with I think it's Peach Smoothie. I think it's Peach Smoothie. So I'll do Peach Smoothie first, and then I'll put this, and I really focus it like in the crease, maybe just a little bit above, but I really like how it looks. Another Makeup Geek shadow is the color Pillow Talk, and it's just a really nice metallic purple. I love this for all over the eyelid. It is a very nice purple. It's not too bright. It's not too dark. It's like a really happy medium. I have been using it a lot lately. I love it. An oldie but a goodie is the Balm Nude Tude palette. I don't know. I use this actually on my lid today, on my eyes today, and I love it. I put Sassy on first, which is this white one, and then I put Snobby over top of it. Used Sultry and Seductive and a little bit of Sophisticated in my crease slash outer V, and then I used Sleek on my lash line just to kind of smoke it out a little bit. I forgot how pigmented these shadows are, but I also forgot how much I actually love this palette. It's kind of one of those things that when you keep getting new makeup, you kind of forget like your old goodies that you used to love when you first started makeup. So I've really been loving this, especially for the summertime. It's been a very nice change of pace to have. The next thing is the Kylie Lip Gloss in Cocoa K. This is the packaging. I will have a first impressions review type thing coming up on this soon, but that's what it looks like. I have it on today. I have been loving this. I got the lip kit, and while I don't mind the liquid lipsticks, I don't wear them on a day-to-day basis. Those are for like when you go out You know what I mean? Like when you're going to be out for a very long time, when you're just doing running errands, you don't necessarily need a liquid lip. So I like this, and pairing it with the lip liner. Her lip liners are the bomb. They are the creamiest, pigmented, easy to apply liners I've ever used. I love them, but I especially have been loving this gloss. I recently got burnt very badly on my legs. I'm not one that tans very often, but we recently got a pool and I bought one of those floaty rafts, and it was one of those days where it was like mostly cloudy, but then every once in a while the sun would break through, so I didn't even think anything about it. I got up on it, I was just kind of floating around, you know, whatever, and my mom got out of the pool, went in, did a few things, come back out, and she's like, Jolene, I think you've been on there for about 40 minutes. I was like, no, I don't feel bad. She's like, you probably ought to get off of that for a little while. So I didn't think anything of it. And then my niece and my sister-in-law came out, so I got back on the raft while Aubrey was playing and was talking to Allie, was just kind of floating around, wasn't really thinking about it, and Mom got back out, and I told her, I was like, you know, make sure you tell me when it's 5 o'clock because I need to get home to Murphy. And she's like, okay, I can do that. She didn't even think of it. I didn't even think of it, that I had been on it for another good 30 minutes or so. And like I said, I don't tan. My legs are wider than a piece of paper. So I got down off of it and was like, man, water's really cold. And then Aubrey wanted to play. Well, she scraped, like she brushed against my legs. I was like, ooh, that kind of hurt. And then I looked down as I was getting off the ladder and I was like, oh dear. Oh no. So it had started to burn. It was splotchy by the time I got out of the pool. I hadn't even taken a shower yet for it to set in. And it was one of those things that as I was pat and dry, it was burning, and I was like, oh my God, I am so screwed. So by the time that I got home, my legs were, well, I have a picture. They were redder than a lobster. I mean, they were insane. So that night, I couldn't really do anything. That's, can you see that? Yeah, they were bad. So, I remembered the last time that I got burnt on my back, my husband had bought the Dermaplast. It was the blue one. It was supposed to be for minor burns and stuff like that. Well, I used some of it, but then I remember that he had got me this, and this is the Emergency Burn Care Burn Gel Plus Pain Relieving Gel. It looks like this. He got it at CVS. This stuff was an absolute godsend. How I didn't blister, I have no idea. I hurt so bad that I couldn't physically walk. My bones hurt. My knees hurt so bad that every time I get up, like, I have Murphy to take care of. Granted, I have a fresh patch for him, but I still had to get up to go to the bathroom. I needed to get up to give him more water, food, whatever. And it was all I could do to physically walk. It was excruciating pain for like a week. And that was with putting this on multiple times a day. It says you're only supposed to do it, what does it say, 3 or 4 times? Yeah, 3 to 4 times daily. Pretty sure I exceeded that. Thankfully, I didn't blister. It tanned nicely. I am starting to peel up on my thighs a little bit. But I got lucky. So that is my favorite for the month because, oh my goodness, it was terrible. So if you are a person like me who is Irish or you just don't tan very well and you get burnt really bad, you can find this at CVS. And I think it's like $10 to $15, but it is so worth it. It's 4 fluid ounces. It is medicated, but it doesn't smell bad. I don't mind the smell of it, and it doesn't leave a sticky texture or really greasy texture like the Dermaplast does. It just soaks into your skin, but it heals so nicely. I guess this is something that ambulances keep in their ambulance. EMTs keep it in their ambulance for any kind of burn. So I think it's very, very good. It's definitely worth the price. Along with it being summertime, Well, no, actually, I'm just going to switch this. Along with that whole burn thing, now that it's not burnt anymore, I started using the Vaseline Intensive Care Spray Moisturizer. This is Essential Healing in the yellow. I really like this. It's very easy to apply. It soaks in really fast. The smell alone is, oh my, it smells so good. But I like it because it dries so quickly that it doesn't, you know, I can put it on, rub it in, give it like 2-3 minutes, and then put my clothes on, and it doesn't feel sticky. Like my stuff doesn't stick to me. You know what it does like when you have lotion on. So I definitely recommend this. I actually think I'm going to go back and get the aloe one because I think that would be really nice too. But yeah, it's definitely a really good moisturizer. The next thing that I've been loving, and this has been an oldie but a goodie, but I started using it again, especially with being out in the pool and it being summertime. It's the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In Light. I like this one better than the original. I feel like this one isn't as heavy and it doesn't weigh my hair down and doesn't make it greasy very fast. But it definitely works. Especially, and I used it on my niece. She's got very fine hair and it knots really easily, and she has a very, very sensitive scalp, so she hurts when you brush her hair. And we were in the pool, she was kind of all crazy, you know how kids are. So I put some of this in her hair, and literally, I mean, she cringed because it's just a natural reaction for her, but I mean, the comb went clear through her hair, like no problems whatsoever. This stuff is, it is called a Miracle Leave-In for a reason, because it does wonders for hair. So I've definitely been loving this. The next thing is kind of random, but I love this so much. This is the Dial Skin Therapy 84 Minerals and Elements Replenishing Body Wash with Himalayan pink salt and water lily. Looks like this. This stuff smells so freaking good. It's like a perfume. I would love it to be a perfume, to be completely honest. But, I mean, it's just a body wash, but it lathers really nicely and the scent stays on you after your shower. That's what I like the most. I don't like body washes, especially even expensive ones, that you use, you get out of the shower, and then poof, it's gone. You don't smell it anymore. This one, you still continue to smell even after you get out of the shower. So I've definitely been loving this. Oh, I forgot a beauty product. The next beauty product, this came out of my last Ipsy bag and I forgot about it. This is the Clark's Botanical Smoothing Marine Cream. Looks like this. I love this. It smells really good, very fresh smelling. It's thick, but not, I mean, it feels thick when you take it out, and a little bit goes a long way. I mean, you barely have to plunk your finger in there and it'll, you know, do 3 little plunks and you've got your whole face. So I loved it so much that I went online trying to see how much it would cost. A 1.7 ounce container of this, wait for it, $115. Holy hell! I mean, seriously, there's no way. As much as I love it and as good as it's made my skin, there's no way. I just don't think that it would last very long. And $115, my God, what's in this stuff? I mean, seriously, what is in this stuff? It doesn't even say anything, but, whew, oh, water, glycerin, glycolic acid, coffee, something or another, extract. I don't know, it's got a whole bunch of stuff. Either way, it's really good. There's no way in God's green earth that I'm going to spend $115 on a moisturizer. But it is really good. It's going to be very nice until I run out of it. The next thing that I have been loving is actually a backpack. And I know that seems weird because I'm not in school or anything, but it's kind of one of those things that I like to have something like this for traveling. Instead of like having like this big suitcase or something, I can shove most of my stuff, if not all of my stuff, into something like this. So I found this on Outlook. This is from Madden Girl, I do believe. Yes, it's from Madden Girl. And it looks like this. it's just really nice. I mean, it's all cloth and you got leather. You've got 2 side pockets here, you got a big pocket here, and then when you get on the inside, it opens up, and for one, it's got gold polka dots, which I love, and it says Madden Girl. But look at the inside of this. I mean, it's huge. You've got a huge zip pocket here. You've got 2 pockets here for like cell phone or anything like that. I don't know. I just really love it. I've used it a couple different times. I don't know. I just really love it. It's made really well, and I got a really good deal on it. Of course, you know, look, you get awesome deals on there. I think it was regularly priced like 60 something, and I got it for 40 or something like that. So I got it, maybe it was cheaper than that. I don't remember. It was cheap. That's all I know. That's why I bought it. So yeah, I think it'll hold up really nicely. And like I said, I mean, I can use it for anything. Heck, I could use it for a purse instead of carrying a purse. Sometimes it's just easier to do it that way. Next 2 things are shoes. I've been needing sneakers. I have a bad habit of wearing sandals and or flip-flops all the time, and sometimes they're not meant to do long walking things, and I'm a heavier set girl, so you need like tennis shoes from time to time. And I have always wanted a pair of Converse, but I never wanted to spend a massive amount of money on them. Well, with the back to school stuff going on, I got a really good deal. It was buy one, get one half off, so I bought me a pair of Converse and another pair of shoes. So these are what they look like. They are gray canvas, and they're the women's style. It's not like the universal Converse. These are like specifically women's Converse. It's got a squishy thing here. Kind of like what you would think of a ballet flat, so it stretches out. But they're more of a low top. I don't know, I freaking love them. They fit really nicely. I will say though that on my right foot, and I don't know if you can stretch these out, but it kind of, if I wear them for too long, it pinches on my pinky toe. But I absolutely love them. They look cute with everything, and I don't know, I'm really glad that I got a pair of Converse. Next pair is an actual pair of tennis shoes, and I am a big tennis shoe lover, and I'm especially a very big New Balance lover of shoes. I've had Nikes, I don't really care for them, they fit me funny. I love Puma, but I really love for like actual tennis shoes, I love New Balance. They're comfortable, they work for my feet, and these were absolutely adorable. Sorry, Chasey, I kind of stole your idea. That's my cousin, by the way. We took her school shopping, and I found these for her, and I was like, oh, those are so cute. She's like, yeah, they really are. Well, the next day I went back and I got me a pair myself. So these are what they look like. They're like a bluish gray with a neon coral accent. They're very breathable. I mean, they're very, very breathable. They have a nice cushion on the inside. They are actually called Cush Plus. Is that what they are? Yeah. So they're definitely good for like heels and stuff like that. I don't have an arch. I'm very flat-footed, so I need something like these that, for one, have an arch, but 2, are very squishy and have a good, you know, they flex, you know what I mean? So I definitely been loving those. I don't know. Like I said, I've always loved New Balance. I've never had a problem with them. And like I said, you couldn't do bad by, and that was from Shoe Carnival. You really couldn't do bad. It's buy one, get one half off. These were already on sale. They were normally priced $74.99, and I think they were down to maybe 50 something, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, between the 2 of them, I don't know, they were really good priced. I love them. I love both of them. I wore them both, but I need to put the little spray stuff on them, you know, to protect them. But I love them. I love the shoes. They're comfortable. So if you've ever been on the fence about getting Converse, I would try the women's. I tried like the universal on, and I just didn't care for them. They fit a little more narrow, and I don't know, I just didn't really care for the look. But then when I found those, I was like, well, I can give them a try, because they didn't have my size. I am strictly a 9.5 unless they're Nike. Sometimes I have to go up to a 10 because they're weird sizing. But normally for any kind of a shoe, I'm a 9.5. For those, they didn't have half sizes. So these are a 9. So, and they fit fine. Actually, without socks, they're kind of, I can feel my feet slide in them a little bit more, if that makes any sense. Otherwise, they fit fine. But yeah, I have definitely been loving both of those shoes. And the last two things are perfumes. The first one is an oldie but a goodie. I refound this. This is the Escada Turquoise Summer. They say it's limited edition, but I'm pretty sure you can still get it. I love this stuff. It's very florally, but it's candy sweet too at the same time. It's like a really happy mixture, because I'm not a big, super sweet, sickening sweet kind of person when it comes to perfumes, but this is a lot sweeter than I'm used to, but I love it, especially for summer. And the last one is one that I got from my mom. Actually, the first time that I ever smelled it was the weekend that we went to go get Murphy in Minnesota. He poo-pooed on his poo-poo pad in the hotel room, and it stunk. I mean, that entire hotel room reeked of poo-poo. And I didn't have anything. I couldn't find my perfume. My perfume was a rollerball, so I couldn't use anything. I didn't have any air freshener or anything. I was like, oh my god, what am I going to use? This whole entire hotel room reeks. So she had the Bath & Body Works Dancing Waters perfume spray. So I was spraying it all over the place. And she said the next morning, she's like, man, I kind of woke up and I thought, man, it really smells good in here. Why do I smell my perfume? But she didn't think anything of it and went back to sleep. It's because I sprayed it all over the hotel room. I didn't have a choice. It smelled so bad. And I was like, I can't sleep like this. I don't want them to, you know, have to sleep and smell his poo-poo. So I used her perfume. It's very nice. It's very fresh, very clean smelling. I definitely use this like after my shower just because it's very fresh. And then if I could decide to go somewhere, then I'll put on another perfume. But I absolutely love that smell. And there you have it, guys. Those were my favorites. Not a whole bunch of stuff. Kind of some funny stories. But yeah, I've really been loving all this stuff. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you guys have been loving for the month of July. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. So these are what they look like. Woo!